Hey guys, guess what? Spring break's over, and I'm coming to you from my backyard, which is connected to a schoolyard. Kind of cool. And listen to this. You guys hear that? That's birds chirping. We got blue skies, green grass, birds chirping. Spring break's over. I got to start my videos again, and let's go inside my man cave and see what I've been up to. So, here I am inside my man cave. Um, well, it's not really a man cave. It's probably more like a nerd cave because I got all this 3D printing stuff in here. But it says on your school spirit week, virtual spirit week, that I'm supposed to share something I like to do. So I'll show you all my 3D printing stuff. You know, that's what I was doing anyway. So I'll start my week with that. Um, Here's some 3D printed little clips, and they go on tables like this, and they clip onto the table, and they hold down the what's that called? Like a little tablecloth, you know, for like a picnic. So, you know, got these. Those are cool. Um, uh, Here's two failed prints. So only 2 times out of all this stuff did they fail. And it's on the same printer. It was a second printer I set up, so I have 2 printers running now. And that second printer, it had some issues, but I fixed them. So they came out pretty good until they just kind of failed. But the detail was good until the point where they just stopped. And 2 different reasons, and I don't want to get into it now, but I know what the reasons were. And one's fixed for sure, and the other one, I have ideas to make it better. Next, a bunch of more chain for the chain drag for the wires mechanisms. Stuff you saw before, this cool thing right here, the nautical gears, the Winnie the Pooh cookie cutter, a tank, little tiny one too. Look how tiny that is. It's like the size of my thumb. Still detailed though. I mean, that's pretty detailed for how small it is. Pretty cool. The surfboard, you saw this. Came out pretty smooth looking. The dog, this is the very first print I ever did. It's the default print. Comes out really nice. Here's some, these are not failed prints, but failed designs. So this stuff right here, this is stuff that I designed and didn't work. I drew them in the 3D Fusion 360 software, and I made corrections and made them better. So let me toss these down. And the final design looks like this. It goes in my car and it works. Here we go. My phone. This was specifically designed to fit my phone with the case on and everything. So I don't need to take the case off. You know, sometimes you get like a little thing and it doesn't fit with your case because your case is too bulky. I purposely made it exactly for this case because I love this case. So, and there's this little slot in my car right where you change the gears. And it's like this slot looks like you put pens there. It's not even long enough to hold a pen. It's this long here. And I designed this to fit into it because I don't know what else to do with that spot. And then it fits in there, and then the phone faces towards me. It's pretty cool. I was going to buy one of these things. I thought, you know what? I got nothing else to do. Let me draw one and build it. So I made this thing. It's really cool. This was the phone holder. So if you look, it works really well. Put it right here. You saw the failed one in red, but it works really good actually. So if you're just looking for, it works sideways as well. So you can watch movies or whatever on it. That holds it really nice and really easy to print. And then you guys saw the skate park, the fingerboard skate park. My daughter broke one of the wheels off already. I'm doing a sick trick. I'm sure. The Baby Yoda, really good details. For a $250 printer, I would say it's better or as good as a $4,000 printer. Here's a bag of 3 whistles. My son is 4 years old and he likes to make loud noises. So this one says it's the loudest one, but I don't think so. And it's a 3D printed whistle and it works. This one claimed to be the loudest one, and it was really small and flat. I thought that should take really quick to, you know, print, so it did. It even has a little hole in the side to like put rope through so you can wear it. That one is really loud. This one's pretty loud. This one just said cheap whistle, and there's a little ball inside that you have to like stick a little screwdriver in and crack it loose, and you can hear it. And this one I think is the loudest. That one is the loudest. Plus it's got the ball in there, so it vibrates around, making the sound vibrate around, which is like a normal whistle. Next, the butterfly. You guys remember this? This is called a print in place, meaning you can print it in one spot and it just kind of flips around. Still works. You don't have to build it. This one is not print in place. I printed it and you have to build it. So this one is made for moving parts, and it's gonna look something like this, with this here, this stand here, and it's gonna have a crank, and it's gonna demonstrate a worm gear to this gear. And so far so good. I just need the screws, and I have screws at home, but they're not the exact kind I think that work good. So what I want to do is get that working. I'll show this when it's working, when I'm all done with it. And I 3D printed. I 3D printed one of these, a COVID-19 mask respirator. So you put in some elastic. You put some elastic here, and it works really good. You're supposed to put a little filter here, and then this clips on, and then you pull the mask over, and it works really good. It works so good that a friend saw it and he's like, I want one. So I had to print another one. Then I had to print two more. Well, because the printers weren't doing anything, I had to keep them working. But these are really good. I mean, they're strong. They work really good. They look like something you would buy. I mean, they are clean looking. Really clean looking. They wouldn't look 3D printed. You wouldn't know they were if you saw somebody wearing one. And I think that's it. The next thing I want to show you is something called Octopi, and I'll show that with my camera. All right, so let me bring you over there right now. So Octopi is actually a software that runs on a Raspberry Pi. So I'd show it to you, but I don't want this video to go longer than it takes. Here's the Raspberry Pi. It's got 4 USBs, an Ethernet port for internet, but it's got Wi-Fi built in anyway, and Bluetooth built in, an audio cable, an HDMI to go to a TV screen, micro USB, that's how you power it, just from a regular USB. It's got a bunch of headers here so you can run those and do other things with this. A camera slot, but you can run a USB camera, and that's what I'm doing now. So my Octopi is actually running this right now. You don't have to. You could just put a micro USB card right there and run the code off there, and that's what I do with this printer over there on that side. This one's running Octopi off this computer right here, and right now it's running a special software on Octopi called Octolabs. And what happens is when this is done printing that single layer, so each layer is 0.2 millimeters high. When it prints one single layer, this head right here will go to the back. This plate will move forward, and then this camera takes a picture of it. And it does that over and over and over again, and you're going to see a really cool video of it just getting built in place. You'll never see the head moving around and printing, because what happens is it prints the layer, moves away, takes a picture, then builds another layer, takes a picture, and it does this for, well, this particular print's taking 25 hours. It's the most complex print I have. You guys might remember this one. I did a gray one with that one. That printer, and now I'm doing this really cool shiny gold filament. It's really cool looking stuff. So yep, that's Octopi running Octolab software. It's doing its little thing where it goes and takes a picture, so it completely stops printing for just a second. It doesn't add that much time to it because it takes like what, 1 second to do that. Takes a picture, then it just continues and prints the next layer. So this is Octopi software running on a Raspberry Pi, running Octolabs plugin, which does this little camera taking a picture thing, which you'll see in a minute. In fact, I'll post one right now, a quick video. Not this particular one because it's not done, but one I did with a whistle just to test it. So I'll show you that one in a minute. So look at that thing. It is growing and growing and growing, and every single layer it takes a new picture. That's pretty cool. Well, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. And next video, I think I'm going to show you guys maybe Octoprint and like how it works and what it does. And that's it. So have a good day, and I will see you guys next time.